God. Man mentality just blows my mind. I like that you think that middle-aged women just don't have it as good as men when they get divorced. Here's the thing. I just woke up in Montana on a 6-month road trip after mine. It's been 2 days. He's in his father's basement. I don't even have a home right now, and I can still order dick like Uber Eats if I wanted to.
I don't get guys. I don't get guys in their 40s and 50s trying to date. And the way they treat women. And then cry about being single. I don't get it. And blaming us and all of the things. We're not the complicated beings that they've made us out to be over the years, or these bitches or this or that. Like, at this point in the game in 2023, if you don't get why we're fucking upset and what we're asking for, and you're still fighting us on it, fuck. I don't know how cruel you can be. Like, we're just asking to be safe. We're just asking to be fair. We're not asking for more. Like, when, you bitch about us being bitches, but then you just push us till we're bitches. And I know it goes both ways. And if that was the first thought that popped into your head, you're probably part of the problem. Like, if you don't understand at this point why we're so fucking done with it, like, you need to compete with our peace to be part of our lives. And we're good. I know 0 women that are single in my age that are bemoaning the fact that they're single. Not one. We will happily go into our twilight years alone, supporting each other. I mean, get on board, guys. Like, fuck. Figure your shit out. Go to therapy. You're Gen X. You fucking need to go to therapy. Period. And you fucking know it. But we're fucking tired of you. If you don't change, know what the consequences are. That's not a threat. It's fact.
I had a guy troll my video the other day, and this is what he said. Spoiler alert, all the women who are deferring being with who they got will be gravely disappointed in your 30s as your looks go way south. I'm 36 and will never date any women in her 30s, ever. Ignoring the stark grammatical errors aside, let's see if his thesis holds true. Here's a photo of me from 10 years ago at the innocent, pure, desirable age of 22. And here's the photo of me from 20 seconds ago, unfiltered and unedited, looking like the haggard beast that I clearly am at the ripe old age of 32. And while I could expound further on the subject, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I've got 2 of them here, so I'll let the pictures do most of the talking. But here's what I will say. Ladies, a man who was born in this country whose first language is English, who doesn't know how to appropriately pluralize the word woman, probably doesn't know anything about women to begin with.
I had the craziest, saddest thought. I'm in a stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies and find love, and I had another talking phase yet again fall through, and my friend was like, you'll meet the one day, don't give up. But now I'm at a point where I hope I don't, because what happens if I meet him and he wants kids and I'm too old to not be able to give him any?
I think at some point all women go through this specific phase, but let me share a story with you guys. My daughter is 21 years old. I have an amazing relationship with her father. Always had an amazing relationship with him. but we have not been together since before she was born. But I have a 3-year-old son. And when I met my 3-year-old son's father, I was 37. One day he came home from work and he saw a YouTube video that I had posted a couple of years prior. And in it, I was talking about how I hadn't been able to give birth since the birth of my daughter because I was having complications with my uterus. So he was all upset. Like, you can't have kids? And I was like, nah, like I'm not going to be able to have them. And I made a promise to that man that if I didn't have kids with him within the first 2 years of us being married, that I was going to go ahead and file for divorce. When I was telling this man this, he was literally like in tears. Our son will be 4 in May, and his father pays court order child support that's only $264 and garnished from his pay, and he has never met our son. When I was 4 or 5 months pregnant with my son, his father decided that he wanted to be for the streets instead of being a husband, and knew that prior to me being pregnant, but didn't say that. So now I'm raising my son alone. A child deserves his father, but he doesn't have one because that man didn't speak up. When the talking phase fails, celebrate, sis. That's good. You learn something else about yourself. You learn what other standards and boundaries to put on that list when you're dealing with other men. You are being protected from something else. Situations like that are sandpaper. They are polishing you to be the best version of yourself for a better man. It's better for you to wait for the right man to come along to have a baby with versus having a baby with the wrong man. You can always adopt or you could get a surrogate, but you will have a child if it's what you truly want.
Alright, I want to talk about dating since I have been kind of considering that. I was chatting with a guy who I really liked, who y'all saw a lot of videos about. Ended up not working. I'm not going to go into details on why it didn't. It just wasn't a good fit, which is totally okay because we need to kind of go through those kind of challenges to realize what we really want. So I am back at it on Bumble, which I don't even know anymore if these sites even matter, but I know Facebook dating is. So, I basically have a disclaimer in my bio so that people will stop swiping because of my pictures. Maybe if they see that I have 25 children, they will, that'll kind of weed out some of those guys. I am sick of hearing, are all 4 of your children by the same father? What the fuck is that your business? You know how I respond when people say that? I go, I'm biologically the mother of all 4. And they usually don't respond with anything else. They probably, most of them just don't respond at all, which is totally okay with me. But why is that important? Why is that important? Or I get, how many times have you been married? What's that your business either? Do you need to know? Is that something that you need to know right off the bat to know if I'm somebody that's like worth it or what? The other thing I get a lot is, do you work out? Are you fit? Like, dude, like, sure, I'll send a picture of my body if you'll send a picture of your shriveled up nasty dick and then we can compare and I don't know. Like, seriously? I can't believe that some people I can't imagine. I mean, I know that there are women on dating sites that are like, I have to have a 6 foot, like, brunette, blue eyes. I mean, I just have, like, I know, obviously, we've all seen them on TikTok, people with, like, their crazy profiles, but, like, men do better. Like, really pick things that really matter. Like, how kind are you? Like, where is your heart at? Like, what's your love language? Like, what are you looking for in a partner? I want to hear that, not who's the father of your baby daddies. Like, are you going to go on, like, Dateline and try to hunt them down and interview them? Grow up. Not appropriate and major